you're in for a fine treat. We have a lot of nice songs this evening. I think you're really going to like it. So if you feel like in a couple of them to get up and dance and sing along, go right ahead. First off, I'd like to acknowledge my co-partner, Miss Merlucci. Give her a big round of applause. You'll see her shortly. And our fantastic GLC band under the direction of Miss Gomez. Let's give her a hand. And if you saw when you came in tonight that wonderful Rainforest display thanks to Miss Mars in our building, let's give her a big round of applause for help putting that up. It was just wonderful. If you didn't, take a look at it on the way out. And without further ado, my classes would like to start the program this evening. So sit back and enjoy.
Good evening, parents. Welcome to our GLC Spring program. Every day is Earth Day. This evening you are in for a real treat, so sit back and enjoy the show. Would everyone please stand for the flag salute and remain standing while our classes sing the Star Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. On May 27, 2019, we celebrate Memorial Day to pay tribute to all those who served in the armed forces. We would like to remember all the men and women who have served by singing our next song, Thank You, Soldiers.
When I lay my head down every try, we can help save our world. But we have to start now. Everything we do affects our future. We have to change our attitudes and our habits. We have to remember that Earth Day isn't just one day a year. Every day is Earth Day. it's really easy being green. Listen to our song.
It's easy,
Every day, thousands of acres of rainforest are destroyed. In 1 year, an area the size of New York State was destroyed. There are millions of different species of plants and animals in the rainforest. Many of our medicines and vaccines have come from the rare species in the rainforest. If the rainforest disappeared, the climate of the whole world would be affected. These fourth grade singers wrote the 7 Days of Earth Week. We dedicated the first day to protect our rainforest because we have to act now to save our rainforests.
Protect our rain.
If we keep trying, we can develop new Earth-friendly habits. If we think changing our habits will inspire others to change too. And when it comes to planet Earth, these results could help us now and into the future. Everything that we do today will matter tomorrow. That is why we 5th grade singers will now sing Tomorrow Needs Us.
I am just one person
so far. You can see how hard the students and music teachers have worked for this beautiful evening. We would like to take this time to acknowledge ShopRite of West Long Branch and Stop and Shop of Long Branch for donating reusable grocery bags to each family attending tonight's event. Your children will all receive these bags at the end of the evening. We would also like you to invite you to join us this Saturday morning, May 11th, from 9 to 11, to help us in a Green Apple Day of Service. We will be cleaning, weeding, and preparing these beautiful gardens, currently full of weeds. Please come out and bring your garden tools and help us get the gardens ready for planting. Thank you.
What do you think, parents? How about if we give all our performers another big round of applause? How about if we give Miss Marlucci, my co-partner here, another big round of applause? Where's Miss Gomez? She's not going to go hiding. Where's Miss Gomez? Come here. Where's Miss Gomez? I want her out here. Where is she? Is she hiding back there? There she. Come on out here. How about if we give Miss Gomez a big round of applause? All right, Miss Gomez. And thank you to all the teachers who helped out this evening to make this all possible. And of course, you boys and girls and teachers know that this is all possible thanks to our great principal that we have at this building, Mr. Volpe. So let's give Mr. Volpe a big round of applause. Thank you. And Miss Mertz, where is she? Where's Miss Mertz? Wave your hand, Miss Mertz. I see you somewhere. Our vice principal. We'll make it all possible. So Mr. Volpe, you're on.
Mr. Marucci, wow. You know, I'm going to say a couple things. First, I'm going to thank the parents. You know, I know all of you for many years now. You were a terrific audience tonight, and we really appreciate it. So, boys and girls, why don't you give your parents and guardians a nice round of applause tonight? I have to tell you, as the leader of this building, I'm very, very lucky because I was standing over there. I had my glasses on because I saw the children come out at the end, and for those of you who are old like me, know that song was We Are the World from the 80s, and I started to shed a little tear tonight because what's more, I don't know if there's anything more amazing than seeing really beautiful children send a really great message on a really gorgeous night in a beautiful school with a breeze. What's better than that, right? Why don't you give your children a round of applause, okay? We are very lucky. But I have to say my thank yous before you leave, because like I said, there is Mr. Marucci, Mrs. Marucci, raise your hand, Mrs. Gomez, right? The three of them, instrumental music, talented music, okay? We can't do it without. How about we give them a round of applause for working so hard with your children? All right, this is not easy to pull off. Changing words to songs and getting everybody in sync, it's terrific. But in addition to that, there is a talented team of 10 teachers that work very well together to coordinate these events. Why don't we give all of them a round of applause? They are terrific. Can't do it without them. They know who they are. And of course, all the homeroom teachers, staff members that come out to support this, guidance counselors, teachers, custodians, instructional assistants, decorating our room out there before you came in. It is a really collaborative effort here, and it doesn't happen without them. So I would like to thank them. Mrs. Merckx would like to thank them, and she's hiding somewhere. Can't do it without our vice principal, Mrs. Merckx. Why don't we give them a round of applause again, everybody? I love it. Okay. And in attendance tonight, I would, of course, like to acknowledge our superintendent here. He is terrific. He is extremely supportive in everything we do here. He comes to all our events. We can't do it without him. He's a terrific superintendent. Dr. Salvatore, if you could just raise your hand over here. Okay. Thank you so much for making the time to come tonight. We really do appreciate it. The children appreciate it. We know how busy you are, so thank you very much. And that's it, folks. We had a really great evening tonight. Again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be safe getting home, and have a great evening. Thank you.